Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a little bit of an express review on one product, which I don't usually do when I'm testing new makeup. I kind of like to do like a lot of products and like test it all and try it all out. But I have been so excited about this and needed its own dedicated video, and that is the new NARS Hot Tryst Cheek Palette. This is a blush and highlighter palette. I'm sure you guys have seen this. It has kind of taken YouTube by storm and just the internet. It is an absolutely beautiful palette. I would say the first thing that I thought when I got this was, wow, it's smaller than I thought. I think I expected the pans to be a little bit bigger. It is small. This is the size of my hand, and I've got small hands, so this is a smaller palette compared to the Bad Habit Beauty highlighter palette. This is what the highlighter palette looks like, and this is the same size as the Anastasia Beverly Hills like Nicole Guerrero one. I'll show you the size. I just expected, this is what it looks like. So I just expected like this to be a little bit bigger. I don't know why. I just thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. But you do still get a lot of product in here. So it is, let's see, 3 grams times 6. So the net weight is 0.1 ounces, but you get 3 grams. So there's 3 grams in each pan. And let's just compare that because I'm curious. The Too Faced Perfect Flush Blush is 5.5 grams. The Milani Blush, 3.5 grams. So this is about the same size. This pan size is about the same size, it says, in grams as each one of these. So it's about a ½ gram more. So that is a little comparison for you guys, but you're still getting a lot of product here. So the shades that we have, the first two over here, all right, we'll start over here. So we have Kings Road, Friction, Swindle, Bowery, Untamed, and Adrenaline. That's the names of all of them. Obviously the packaging is gorgeous. Everybody's been talking about it. It is 3D, like mountainy, graphic amazingness. And each of these colors does have a shimmer. Obviously these two have the most shimmer. They are highlights. These two probably have, these three have the least amount of shimmer, I would say. And this one is a pretty shimmery kind of like blush color. So I am wearing this all over my face today. I wanted to be able to like really test this out and give you guys a good feel for it. First, I'm going to show you swatches. First without the flash, and then I'm going to show you swatches with the flash. I wanted to do an up close of this palette so that you guys could see the true colors in more natural light, the swatches in natural light, and then the swatches with the flash and the colors with the flash. So you can definitely see the shimmer and the reflectiveness of this palette and how gorgeous it is. But I want to tell you that the blush is not so shimmery that it's like a blush topper. These absolutely can be worn as blushes, and I'm wearing 2 shades of blush and a highlighter, and I'm going to turn the exposure down for you guys to see the actual colors on my skin a little bit better without it being so bright here in a second. But I first put on this shade, and this is more of a matte shade, the Bowery shade. It really doesn't have that much shimmer. It's just very sheer, and over top of that, I put Untamed, this one right here. Under my eyes, I am wearing my bronzer, and then I'm wearing these 2 colors, Untamed, all smoked out under the lash line, and Adrenaline in the outer third. I also put on a shadow, like bronzer in my crease, and a little bit of cream shadow, and then I wanted to lighten it up a little bit, so I took Friction right here, and I put that, tapped it all over that eyeshadow, and I just kind of brightened it and transformed the shadow and made it just like even more beautiful in my opinion. I'm also wearing Friction as my highlight today, and you can see it's not a metallic highlight. These are not metallic highlights, and you can see that in the swatches, but they are so like natural, glowy, dewy looking. Honestly, it's like my favorite kind of highlight. They absolutely stand out. I did maybe like 2 swirls, tap off the excess, and went in on each side, and that was it. A little bit on my nose, not too much. I'll put a little bit more on, because why not? But it's a very, very beautiful natural highlight. I honestly think this palette is absolutely worth the money. I see myself reaching for this every single day. I love that there is kind of a cooler pinky tone, a warmer peach, and you have 2 different kind of mauve shades. You have more of a purpley burgundy mauve and more of like a brick red mauve. And you have 2 highlight shades. This works really well for fair to light skin tones. This will be great for medium, tan, or deep. I honestly love this palette. I also am wearing this in the inner corner a little bit, just slightly. I love this palette. I have to say, I am really glad that I purchased this. I know that I think the reviews have been kind of here and there. I think some people think they're too shimmery, but honestly, you guys, does my blush look glittery? No. It does not look glittery at all. It is a very beautiful, like subtle flush, and everybody's about the highlight anyway. I feel like everybody wants the glow. Everybody wants that like nice highlight. And this all really works together, melts into the skin so nicely. It's so easy to blend. It's not too pigmented that it's hard to work with, but it's not like you have to like dig your brush in and like really scrub it in to get pigment. Even on this light shade right here, that looks amazing. I just did like a few swirls in and tapped off the excess, and it looked beautiful on its own. And I just filmed a video where I was wearing just this blush, and I feel like I'm gonna be wearing so much of all 4 of these shades. These 2 even work for light skin tones. You just want a lighter hand. I am wearing these 2 today, and I think that you can use these on the eyes, like I told you, like to transform eyeshadow, under the lash line. There's not too much shimmer that it's like glitter everywhere, and it's not too much shine. It's just this kind of like nice, natural, subtle radiance. This one hardly has any. This one hardly has any. These 2 have a little bit more shimmer, but these 2 really are like satin matte finishes. They are not super bright metallic, and the highlighters aren't metallic. They're just like radiant and naturally glowy. I know you guys can see that glow on my skin. I really want to turn the exposure down so that you guys can see the color a little bit better, because I don't think you can see the blush color because my exposure's up a little bit. So let me turn that down and show you guys. I just turned the exposure down a couple notches, and you can see now how pretty. It's just this like pretty nice natural flush of color. Now I can add more. Let's just add more for fun, because we can. Let's take more of the dark shade. I'll do like a little tap. That's all you really need with this shade. Tap off the excess. Can you guys see that? And I just use that. I use it for both cheeks because it really is pigmented. I feel like people have been saying that these aren't pigmented, and that is just like not the case at all. Not the case. These are so pigmented. Like, I would still want to veil this because that's still just a little too harsh for me. Like, I like a very natural kind of flush. And then we'll add some more highlighters. So let's take, this is the brush I use. Let's take a little bit more friction. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, friction. Tap off the excess. And look, you can build it up. If you really want that metallic highlight, look at that. You absolutely can get there. But you can also do what I did here, which is really get that more natural look, or build it up. Go for it. Go full glow baby, a la Nikki Tutorials, right? So I don't know. I feel like people have been saying that these highlighters aren't pigmented, or that the blushes aren't pigmented, or that they're like too glittery or too shiny, or you know, whatnot. And honestly, I completely disagree. And I'm not saying only listen to my opinion. Watch other videos, watch other reviews for sure, and deduce whether this palette is worth it for you. But this is everything that I wanted it to be, and so much more. So I'm very pleased with this purchase overall. I absolutely think this is worth the money. I think this is $59, and I would highly recommend it. I think it is absolutely stunning. I'm going to be reaching for this on the daily, especially those highlighters. I think they're amazing, and they're so good for like inner corner. Like, look at that highlight. I am going to be wearing that like every single day. Okay, I'm going to turn the exposure back up. We're back. So that is it for my express review. I know this was still a little bit longer of a video, but I really wanted you to see up close and personal what it looks like, put a little bit on, show you how easy it is to blend, how easy it is to build up. It doesn't get patchy, it doesn't get streaky. It's great for beginners or professionals. And I think that if you are in the market for a good blush palette that is unique, that is interesting, obviously has really cool packaging, that's got a great mix of colors for light to medium to deep skin tones, I think this is a really good one to look at. So give this video a thumbs up if you like these quick reviews. I haven't really done many on this channel in a long time, but I'm happy to do more if you guys are interested. I love you all so much. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in my next one. Mwah!